Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me on today's topic. I welcome you to my YouTube page. My name is Chege. You are on to Chege's World on my YouTube page. I hope everybody's doing good. So, today's topic, we are going to talk about self love. Self love. Self love. What do I mean by self love? Self love is loving yourself so much so to be able to see it radiate from inside of you to the outside world. Loving yourself enough not to allow any negative words to get at you. And of course, loving who you are, loving how God made you, and loving every single thing about you. It is all about self-love we are bringing in today, and I would like us to treat this topic. In case you are new here, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Like I promised you guys, I'll be bringing you interesting topics from time to time. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And for my old subscribers, my new subscribers, thank you so much. I want you to know that I really appreciate all of you. All of you. I really appreciate all of you. So thank you for joining me on today's class. Make sure you call on your neighbors, your friends, your loved ones, and even share this video with them. Let them also come and learn what we are talking about in today's topic, self-love. So first of all, let us know that life is really not what others are saying about you, but what you as a person is saying about yourself. That is what life is all about. Not really what people are saying about you, but rather what you are saying about yourself. You really need to know those things you talk to yourself every day in your secret, because we don't know who you are. People doesn't stay with you back home, like after day's job, after mingling with people and all that. We all retire in our private homes. So at that time you are in your own private home, what do you always say to yourself? Very, very important that you need to know about all these things. It's not about what people are saying about you, but what you are saying about yourself. Anybody can see you outside and say anything they like. They can even say something negative, something horrible, but what do you say about you? Do you allow what people say about you to be a hindrance to your life? I would rather tell you not to, because they don't own you. They don't have your life. They are not the boss of your life. Like my little girl will always tell me, you are not the boss of me. Like when she's talking, she tells people, you are not the boss of me. More especially when you want to boss her around, you will hear, you are not the boss of me. Come to think of it, she is 100% right. God is actually the boss of each and every one of us, not one of us the boss of each other. So what is it you always tell yourself? Do you always degrade yourself? Do you always feel like you're a loser? Do you always feel like all your mates have achieved something and you're useless? What is it you say about yourself? You have to be very careful here. Don't allow what you see outside to determine who you truly are. Because if you don't know yourself, that means you don't have vision. Okay? You have to learn how to talk to yourself. That's what I mean by even if you're in your secret place, in your private homes, wherever it is you go and have breath. You know, in this life, we'll walk, we'll go to different places, we'll mingle with people, but there's always this safest zone you and I have. Very, very safest zone. What is that safest zone? Majority of people's safest zone are their homes. Surprisingly, there are some people, their safest zone is not their home. Yes, because there might be chaos in that home. But I would rather tell you, no one runs away from their home. So it's either you make your home the most safest place you can run to, or you start having a problem, because in the long run you will not live outside. You will not live under the bridge. You won't live on the road. You will eventually retire to your house. So that's your safest zone. Make sure whenever you are there, try and talk to yourself. Begin to learn how to talk to yourself. Do you know we all talk to ourselves? In case you haven't been doing this, then why don't you start now and learn how to talk to yourself? What I mean by talking to yourself is, for example, you can go to the mirror. You mustn't necessarily go to the mirror. You can just sit in your quiet moment. But if you like, go to your mirror. For me, I prefer to see myself in the mirror. Yes, because when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you are seeing another you, your replica. In fact, you are seeing your twin, identical twin, even though you might not be an identical twin, but you are seeing the real you. Learn how to talk to yourself. Begin to say good things about you. In case you haven't discovered, God has planted in each and every one of us something good and totally different from another person. So talk to yourself. See good in yourself. No one has an access to your spirit more than you do. So you are the one who knows yourself very well. You know your spirit, you know your being, you know who you truly are. Look yourself in the mirror and begin to see and appreciate who you are looking at. Begin to appreciate how God made you. Begin to appreciate the beauty you are looking at. Your color, the skin color, begin to appreciate it. The way you look, your eyes, your nose, whatever, begin to appreciate it. In fact, look at yourself and say to yourself, I am a superwoman. I am a superman. I deserve the very best life has to offer. I deserve love in my life. I deserve true happiness. I am a precious child of God. I am wonderful. I am deserving. I am a winner. I am a conqueror. Whatever it is I want, I go for it. I conquer. I am proud of myself. Look at you and say, I am proud of you, girl. I am proud of you, boy. You are doing more than you think you're not doing. You are more than enough. Try and remember all the rest of the good words. Begin to shower praises on you. Do you think, why is it that we find it so easy to shower praises on others and not to ourselves? Why? The same way you shower praises on you, shower praises on yourself, because in the end, it is you who knows you better than any other person out there. Even your siblings, your sisters, your brothers, your nieces, your nephews, your uncles, they don't even know you. They don't know you enough. That is why I say no one has access to your spirit more than you do. Because in the end, you are the one who truly knows yourself. So begin to talk to yourself. And talking to yourself, I don't mean lamenting. I never said you should go to that mirror and be looking at the other of you and start lamenting to that person. Oh, how you don't like your hair, how you don't love your skin color, how you don't love the way you don't have flat tummy, how you don't love the way you don't have hips, how you don't love anything about you. No, even if you don't have flat tummy, even if you don't have the hips, even if you don't have the shoulders, the broad chest, men, appreciate the one you have, love the one you have, see good in that one you have. It will boost your self-esteem by the time you start doing all this. Now the question is, who are you? Do you even really know who you are? Do you know many people still doesn't know themselves? They still don't know who they truly are. Like you can ask someone now, who are you? They'll tell you, my name is such a person. That's okay. Who really are you? Who really are you? I mean in the sense that what is it that interests you? Like who are you from the deepest part of your soul? For example, who is Chege? Someone can come to you and say, Nkiru, who are you? The person is not asking you to tell them your name, because you can say, I'm Nkiru Okafor, fine. But the person actually walks straight to you to ask you, Nkiru, by mentioning your name, and now say, who are you? Have you ever even sat to ask yourself? Have you ever decided to sit in your quiet moment to ask yourself, who truly are you from the deepest part of your life, from your soul? Who are you? Where are you going? Who are you and where are you going? Where are you going? I never mean you should tell me I'm going to the market. No. I mean like life. Who are you in this life? Where are you going? It's equivalent as what is your vision in life. You first of all need to know yourself before you can know where you are going. You need to discover who you truly are first before you start looking for individual validation here and there. We're always getting this wrong, more especially, let me come to talk about the couple, the husband and wife. And it mostly in the case of the wives, the women. Why is it that whenever you're in the marriage, you in fact, for you, your identity has gone missing. Like it has disappeared completely. Your identity now relies where your husband is. But the truth is, Your husband. Your identity doesn't lie in the hands of your husband. It lies in your hands. You need to know you, because when you refuse to discover who you truly are, that is when you allow yourself to start falling into unnecessary depression, because you are looking for your happiness elsewhere. You are looking for love elsewhere. You are looking for people to validate you. No one needs to validate you. You are the one to validate yourself. So discover who you truly are. Know who you truly are. When you discover yourself first, before you can look around to know who is around you. Stop chasing individuals. Stop chasing other people out there. Know who you truly are. Stop chasing. Anyone that finds himself or herself chasing people is always is always lost completely. Because first of all, you don't know you. That's why you chase people, believing that that circle you are looking at will give you the validation you are looking for. When you keep on chasing people's life and trying to be in everyone's life, you forget yourself completely. And you will never find you, because you're out there to chase and to please other people instead of discovering who you are and pleasing yourself first. Listen, no one will make you happy. Honestly speaking, your brother, your sister, even your parents are not the ones to make you happy. Your husband will never make you happy. Like, what I mean by that is, your happiness is not in the hands of your husband. Your happiness is not in the hands of your wife. Your happiness lies in your own hands. That's why you see many people who are in marriage and they will tell you they're frustrated, they are depressed, because you are looking for another to validate you. If you don't know what to do, start by appreciating who you are. Like I said, talk to yourself. From talking to yourself, start to develop that love for you. Start building your confidence back. When you build all these things, you will be so busy that you won't even have time to look elsewhere. What is that thing you like about you? Do you know what you like about you? Very simple question, but at the same time, very hard to answer. Have you ever tried to find that thing you truly love about you? Very few people will answer this question. When I mean very few people, I mean like in 100%, 60, if I'm not mistaken, or 50, or even less, 40, we might be able to answer this question. What do you like about you? There must be something we all love about ourselves. Oh yes, there must be some. Is it your height, in case you are tall? Or is it your petite size? Is it your hair? Is it your skin color? Is it your shape? Is it how intelligent you are? What is it do you love about yourself? Try to figure all these things out. We're talking about self-love. Self-love is all about discovering who you are first and foremost, before any other thing. Discover who you are. Try to find out that which you love about yourself, because you can't tell me there's nothing you don't love about yourself. There's everything to love about you. Are you bold? Are you outspoken? You know? Are you brave? There must be something you have. And don't say, I don't have anything. Not true. That means you are making God a liar, because God has created us and given us all these gifts. If you choose to bury your own gift, then that's it. You know you've buried your gift. But the day you try to uncover and recover your gift back, you'll be proud of yourself. What is it you love about yourself? There must be something you love about yourself. Begin to discover that now and begin to appreciate that which you love about yourself. If you know your vision, you will be able to know the requirements of a person that wants to participate in your life. What do I mean by this? First of all, you need to have a vision in case you don't have one. Having a vision means know where you are going in life. What is that thing you want to achieve in life? How do you want your life to be? How are you going to even know all these things? Self-love. When you love yourself so much, for example, you love yourself so much that you do not tolerate people insult you. You don't tolerate people being disrespectful. You don't tolerate people taking you for granted, like misusing the opportunity to be with you for a different thing. That is when you will be able to sit and analyze and discern who will have the the right to participate in your life. God are the days we allow people walk in and out of our lives anyhow they like. In those days growing up when we were little, that time there is nothing like we have telephones, okay, but all of them are landlines. At that time there's nothing like there was nothing like mobile. So it's always a landline. And that landline, people do call, but sometimes they don't call to tell you they are coming, except for maybe for a dad who who was a businessman at that time, that all his business counterparts always call him to fix a meeting here and there. Other than that, that days of growing up, anyone can pop into your house. Like I've seen it 1,001 times. Who will be in the house. What I mean by growing up, I mean as little as primary one, primary two. At that age of 6, 7, 8 years of age, when we were very little, people can just pop in. All of a sudden, that time we'll see somebody carrying huge luggages, and the next thing they will say, I'm coming to sleep over. And funny enough, you see your parents screaming, and they are even happy to receive them. And we, the children, are not always so happy because, for us, it was unplanned. How can you just pop in like that and all of a sudden you are leaving? And the worst part of the whole thing is that in those days, when these people come, they don't go anymore. They don't go. You found out that they start living with you people forever and ever. Majority of them. Some will come and stay for like some months and go back. Some will decide to leave, and your parents will be all right with it, while the children will never be all right with it. So that's what I mean by gone are the days when people pop in and pop out of your life anyhow they like. You can have yourself entertaining some visitors or having them sleep over for as long as they want, and whenever they decide, they wake up one day and just live your life, and they can even start saying bad things about you after you must have harbored them, nurtured them, fed them, even gave them everything they need, including cash. Yet they will go back and start saying rubbish about you. And surprisingly, next time when they carry their bag, they still allow them. Gone are the days things like this happen. Today, in today's world, this 21st century, the people do not pop in and out of your life anyhow. Let's just say because we are beginning to appreciate us. It doesn't mean people at that time doesn't appreciate themselves, but it was a time of everybody's highly welcome. Today it's no longer like that, because today there are more evil than it used to be. More evil today in today's world than those days. So you don't allow anybody walk in and out of your life. You don't allow a man to walk in and out of your life anyhow he likes. Like, for example, if you don't have self-love in you, that is when you will have yourself being ridiculed by a man. If you're a woman and watching me right now, you might date a man for so many years and have them, maybe they'll be the one to leave you. They just abandoned you, they dumped you, they went ahead with another girl. Then after some years, they will walk right straight back into your life, and you allow them to come in. If you allow them to come in, they will never learn a lesson. Let's just say maybe the first time was a mistake, let's put it like that, and you decided to give them the benefit of doubt and allow them to walk back right in. And if they do that same thing again and walk out a second time, do you think you will allow them to walk right back again a third time? The answer is no. Because in today's world, people doesn't have right to walk in and out of your life anyhow they like. No one tolerates this anymore. So that is what we mean by when you discover who you truly are and know your vision, then you should be able to know the requirements of that person who wants to participate in your life. This is your life, for crying out loud. We're talking about you. This is your life. You are the boss. You have the right to decide this person is going to participate in my life, or this person is not participating in my life. Anyone can walk up to you and say, I want to be your friend. When you look at them and you don't feel okay, or maybe you know them before, you can comfortably turn it down. It's not a must to be somebody's friend. It's not a must. You can comfortably turn it down because you have discovered yourself. You have discovered who you truly are. You have a vision. So you will not allow every Tom, Dick, and Harry to walk in and walk out anyhow they like in the name of friendship or in the name of knowing someone. No, there should be boundaries. You apply boundaries only when you have self love. If you don't have self love, there is nothing like boundaries because you won't even know your left from your right. You'll be tolerating every rubbish. But when you love and care for yourself so much, you will have boundaries. You can stop people from trespassing. You can stop people from being disloyal, for being dishonest, for being disrespectful. You can tell them enough and set your boundaries. And if they like it, let them change and you might accept them back. But if they don't want to change, let them go. That's it. Let them go. It lies in your hand to determine the requirements of that person who actually wants to participate in your hand, not the person. You are the one to determine it because this is your life we're talking about. They don't have any right to walk in and out as they like. So you are the one to determine the requirement they have before they can walk right back into your life. It's your life, don't forget that. Not theirs. When it comes to their life, you don't have rights over their life. Remember, when it comes to theirs, you don't have the right. But since it's your life, you have every right to determine their requirements. And if you feel they did not meet up to that requirement, then you tell them the door is closed. Because you have so much respect and love for yourself to allow every nonsense to happen to you. When you love yourself enough, your eyes will begin to open. When you love yourself enough, your eyes will open so much so that you begin to see well clearly. The people you thought were kings were actually clowns, not king. But if you don't love yourself, they all seem like kings to you. You know, when you don't have that self-love, you'll be thinking everybody you come across is a king. Everybody's not a king. As a woman, if you don't love yourself enough, you find yourself crying in the hands of a clown, thinking that the clown is a king. You will see yourself having sleepless nights about a clown, thinking you are dealing with a king. You will see yourself falling into depression upon depression because of a clown, thinking the clown is a king. Self-love is very important. Open your eyes. When you open your eyes, you start discovering the true meaning of clowns, kings, rags, many of them. Self-love helps us to do that. We have a lot to talk about self-love, but for now, I am going to leave it right here to come back in our episode 2 of self-love. So please make sure you gather your friends and loved ones and your family to come and watch this video with you because I believe you have so much to learn. If you're a woman watching me, you need this. If you're a man watching me, you need this. As a woman, you need it most because we are always the ones who are looking for ourselves because in the name of relationship we have decided to bury who we truly are. So if you don't want to bury yourself, please watch this video, discover who you truly are, begin to apply self-love into your life. Until I'm going to come back in the episode 2, I'm going to leave us here, but please make sure you join us in our episode 2 of self-love. I'll see you right there.